Do you have low T levels? Like, there's a lot of hype around testosterone levels, and if you're overweight or underweight or don't have energy, then it's gotta be your testosterone is off, right? Well, probably not, but we're going to dive more into that today, so strap in, get ready for episode 163. Let's go.
The future of fitness.
How do you gain muscle mass?
Fitness is not complicated. It's simple when you break it down.
There's so much information out there.
No fads, no diets, just plain simple habits.
You're listening to the Bones to Bulk podcast.
We're talking about T levels and testosterone and all that good stuff. But before we dive in, I want to take a second to talk about my YouTube channel. And I get it. We all go to YouTube for references, right? So have you checked out the Bones to Bulk YouTube channel? If not, you definitely need to head on over there. I have over 350 videos on there, including full workouts, videos on nutrition, like you name it, and it is on there. There's playlists, so you can search by muscle group, by things like resistant band workouts and home workouts and dumbbell workouts, and it's all there for you. So head on over youtube.com/bones to bulk. Please be sure to subscribe to the channel. It would mean the world to me. All right, let's dive in. So when it comes to our testosterone levels, it's kind of the buzzword right now. You know, there's a lot of hype around a lot of crappy things right now. You know my take on the keto diet and apple cider vinegar and fat burner pills and all these like fly by night quick solution, quick fixes. Well, first off, I want to say that I am no doctor. And if you actually feel that you have low testosterone level or low T levels, then go get it checked. Like, I'm not saying not to do that. I just want to preface that, and I am not trying to diagnose anything here, but this is my own 2 cents on testosterone. All right, so first off, according to the American Urological Association, only 2 out of 100 people actually have low T levels. And now that number does go up with age. Once you get over 60, that number increases to 2 out of 10. So, it's not insanely high. However, there is, some concern around it. Every year as we get older, we do lose a little bit of testosterone. Just like we lose after 35, we start losing some muscle mass, we start losing some bone density. So it would just make sense that our testosterone levels would go down as well, right? But the thing is, just as we can reverse that loss through weightlifting and eating right, we can reverse the loss of testosterone through eating right. There's been studies done before where it's correlated obesity to low testosterone levels. So to think that our nutritional intake and our workouts and all that don't directly affect our testosterone levels is crazy. Of course they affect it. Everything we do from the time we get up to the time we go to bed affects our health. It affects our mental health. It affects our physical health. It affects our physical well-being. So to think that we can eat whatever the hell we want and run through fast food all the time and eat sugary diet, and just as it can lead to heart failure or diabetes or obesity or all these other issues, why wouldn't it also lead to low testosterone levels? Like, everything has a cause and effect, and we think that it doesn't. And so we've become dependent now on these testosterone supplements, like, just, get the testosterone supplements or the patch or whatever you do, and it'll get your levels back up there and you'll be feeling great. Well, okay, sure, that can do that, but is that just a Band-Aid on a wound? Is it like trying to take a fat burner pill rather than stop eating so much? Is it like trying to drink apple cider vinegar rather than figuring out what's causing the digestive issues we're having in the first place? You know what I'm saying? Like, we always look for these quick solutions when it all always comes back to the original foundation, the simple things. I always say fitness is not complicated. There's nothing complicated about getting healthy. It's very simple. You don't have to have all this crazy stuff. And I feel like we always just try to push this pill or this quick fix or whatever to solve the problem. So if you are struggling with energy, guess what? Clean up your diet. What does your diet look like? Are you eating healthy? Are you getting vegetables? Are you getting fruit? Are you getting good lean sources of protein? Are you getting good complex carbs? Are you getting healthy fats? And are you eating the right amount of all that stuff? If not, then why not focus on that first? Because guess what? Our bodies directly get energy from what we put in it. And if we're putting in crap, it just bogs our bodies down and we get no benefit out of it. So we've got to be feeding our bodies correctly. The second thing is energy. I know for me, when I don't go to the gym, I'm way more tired throughout the day. And that would seem productive. Like, I used to work a very physical job, and I would get home and working out would be the last thing I'd want to do. I'd be like, I'm too tired, I'm exhausted, I just want to rest. But I would go to the gym and it would actually energize me, and I would have more energy for the rest of the day until bed because I went and worked out. And it's because, there's so many physical reasons why, but when we start exercising, when we start eating right, our bodies have such an ability to turn things around. And if you've never seen, just muscle transformations or weight loss transformations, then go look some up and really just look at how much the human body can change. We see the outward changes, right? We see, what takes place physically. If you've personally gone through a change, then you know what takes place mentally. But you've got to remember, just as all these changes are taking place mentally and outwardly, these changes are also taking place inwardly. That's right. The way our body functions on the inside is drastically changing. And that is an amazing thing. So my point in kind of wrapping all this up and kind of quitting my rant on this is, let's stop trying to solve problems with quick fixes. And I get it. Putting on a testosterone patch is easier than changing your whole lifestyle. It's easier than beginning to eat good, nutritious food. It's easier than building the habit of exercising regularly. I get it. We want easy things. Don't get me wrong. If I can do something easier, usually I will, but not at the expense of building a solid foundation, not at the expense of ignoring the root of the problem. Let's say you have a roof that leaks and it's causing all kinds of damage to your house, and you come and you slap some regular paint over it and it looks better, or you put some new shingles on but don't really repair the damage that's already occurred. Guess what? Eventually that's going to come back out. That problem is going to resurface because we're just covering it and making it look pretty and fixing the quote unquote problem when we're really not getting to the root of the problem, what's causing it in the first place. So don't get caught up in quick fixes. Always evaluate the basics, which is, what does your diet look like? And are you exercising? And 9 times out of 10, those things alone will help clear everything up. Now, I'm not saying that there is never a case where you can do that and still have testosterone levels. Yes, there are still cases out there, but they're so low. So don't just immediately assume I must have low T levels. Well, maybe you do, but what's causing it? Look at that first. All right. I appreciate you listening, and I hope this clears up maybe some confusion you've had about it. I know, again, that low T levels is the big buzz right now. You must have low T levels, blah, blah, blah. But examine what your lifestyle habits are. All right. If you are on social media, please connect with me. I am on pretty much every single platform at Bones to Bulk. We have an amazing group of people over on Facebook. It's a Facebook group. You can join that and get plugged into an awesome community of people. If you're on TikTok or Instagram, find me at Bones to Bulk. And again, don't forget the YouTube channel, youtube.com/Bones to Bulk. Go check out some of those videos, subscribe to the channel. And again, I'd be so appreciative of that. With that being said, remember, no matter what obstacles you are facing, what things you're coming up against, once you get to the root of that problem, I promise you, you can overcome nearly everything. You've got this.